Today's episode of The Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Green Chef. You guys, Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating cleanly, delivering pre-portioned and prepped quality whole foods with limited processed ingredients. I love Green Chef. I have to tell you guys, at first I loved Green Chef because it was delicious. At first I loved it because it was affordable. At first I loved it because it started to introduce me to new foods. Now I love it because my foundation of being a pretty good cook now is from years of Green Chef. I mean, doing Green Chef, making these 30-minute recipes from very beautiful, clean, or like certified organic ingredients has made me just confident in the kitchen. Nourish your body with chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes packed with clean ingredients. April is Earth Month, and sustainability is the core to the Green Chef brand. Green Chef offsets 100% of delivery emissions and 100% of plastic in each box. Go to greenchef.com/bald50 and use the code BALD50 to get 50% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. That's greenchef.com/bald50 and use the code BALD50 to get 50% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
Oh my God, Richmond, we finally fucking made it.
It's been 84 years.
We could not. What would you have actually? Yeah, sit down. Get back in here. He was in the parking lot. He was like, "They're not gonna show.
Yeah,
they're not even gonna come." I get it. What would you guys have done? I've been sick, as you know, if you listen to the pod, and I was really sick last week. And David was like, "Just cancel." I said, "You don't understand. The people of Richmond are gonna pull out my uterus."
Yep. World War III. That pussy don't show up, it's a wrap.
Should we just sit?
Oh, shit.
Now, this is nice. This is nice furniture. This is nice furniture.
Yes.
Other cities, they've had us on fucking lawn chairs and folding tables, okay? Like, this is not bad.
This is not bad. This is a step up because that last set of furniture was definitely at odds with our girlish, fragile, young, sophisticated figures.
Yeah.
This is a little more dignified, but
not by much.
I could.
But the last time
armrest
it was
is a little like I could just fall over at any moment.
Oh, there is no armrest. It's for gay people. It's just.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's by the well,
honey,
you never believe what he did this time.
Girl. You know what David had me fucking watching last night? That new Lindsay Lohan Irish movie.
The what?
It's exactly what you fucking think it is.
What, Leprechaun 4?
I know. Do you know what it's like for me to come home from my long day at Netflix and sit down and David puts on a Lindsay Lohan romantic comedy? Like, I don't get this at work.
Now,
in the movie, she like makes a wish and her wish comes true and this guy wants to marry her, but then after that, she meets someone else and falls in love with him. Because, girl, I don't know what fucking stay-at-home millennial cunt is watching these Lindsay Lohan movies. I'm happy for you. I know that you're trying to suckle on the fate and just say, you're like, is it Mean Girls? No. Is it Mean Girl?
What was that one? What was that one? Where
where she's the skiing one, where she loses her, the amnesia one. Yeah.
If Lindsay Lohan is not bundled, and I'm talking like 16 full packs of like long, 48-inch red hair and suffering from amnesia on a ski slope, I'm not interested. What the fuck was that? Was that called like, what was that called?
It was literally called like skiing into amnesia. I'm not kidding. It was like, because this movie was called like Irish Wish. I'm not kidding. Which sounds like, I don't know, a shot at a bar or something.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what a New Jersey Turnpike is. Oh my God, you don't? Are you serious?
What happens?
Oh, this is so gross. So a New Jersey Turnpike is when it's a shot but it's a shot at the bar at the end of the night when the bartender wrings out the bar rag into a shot glass. That's a New Jersey Turnpike.
Sure. Like you wouldn't drink it. Like you wouldn't drink it. I heard that we got here, the driver told me there was a convention here last week, a nerd convention.
No. Well,
looks like it's here again this week, honey.
Yeah. I thought it was just the hot pussy convention. The big
Which brings me to our first topic.
Wait, back to Lindsay. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
So,
I have time.
Irish wish. So she's Irish in this movie?
And she wishes.
She wishes.
She's Irish and she wishes. She's Irish, and of course she has, like, I'm not kidding, 75-inch, like, T.S. Madison red bundles to the knees.
Yes, the trailer for her wig or her hair is, like, bigger than the trailer for her body. That's what's so great about that. And so who is the antagonist in this film?
Fate, life, because she goes to Ireland, and she's Irish, so they have her in, like, fucking like Patty O'Malley, like fucking tartan, like bundled up white girl bullshit, and it's sorry white girl, and
Becky.
Drag Race is Spears, and they're bundled up, and then I don't know what happens. She makes a wish, and then they grant the wish, but then she's conflicted about it. And the thing about Lindsay is, we know, and we've supported her through the years.
Yes, we
The thing about her is, every time she comes on camera, my God, is she still beautiful?
Oh, hell yeah.
But when people say it, they say it like, she looks great despite everything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm like, look at that bitch. She looks great despite, she looks just great.
Against all odds.
She just looks great.
That's like when they say, she was there. It's like about me, It's like, against all odds.
What you do is brave.
Brave. The courage.
So
the courage.
brave.
What would your autobiography be if you were a film star?
The House of Hidden Meanings. David Silver already listened to it 100%. Listen to the RuPaul audiobook.
The House of Hidden Meanings. And now, do we have eyes on these meanings? Do we have we ascertained what the real meaning of these meanings are, and where are they hidden? Are they hidden in her tucking panty by chance?
It sounds like the hidden menu at Starbucks. You know what I mean?
It sounds like a bouncy castle behind a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Yeah, or like the Room of Requirement. It's giving very like Harry Potter tea.
Yeah. The House of Hidden Meanings. Oh God. Mama, what is the hidden meaning?
I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
Mary, she was New York Times #1 bestseller. Give it up for RuPaul. Come on.
Ruth Paul.
Come on, people. We have RuPaul, people. She's here tonight. She's not here tonight. Could you imagine?
No, we would. It's like in Harry Potter, the Dementor chill would come through the. Be like, do you smell something? Do you smell something? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, God.
You think this is air conditioning? If RuPaul was here, y'all would have fucking icicles hanging from your nose.
It would be Jack and what's her name?
Rose.
Yes, Jack and Rose. It would be Jax and Rose everywhere else. Oh, Mama, when that. They don't know. They know. I mean, we've talked about it ad nauseum, but that temperature gun. That temperature gun.
Yeah.
That temperature gun.
That's the only gun. That's the NRA for me, is temperature guns. Drag queens with temperature guns. I'm like, we should have a right to bear arms. You know what I mean? This, Richmond. You guys have guns here?
Oh yeah. Oh, crap.
She's like, what did you do?
Yeah.
My favorite thing is the guns and try and take them. Love.
Oh, I love that. I mean, Mary, I'm a secret red stater. I'm an old country buffet. I'm like, I got chewing tobacco on the airplane. I'm doing like corncob pipes. I got like overalls in the hotel. I am.
You do have a corncob pipe. If only it was just a corncob pipe, bitch. Are you kidding me? We would have been in Richmond. No, but we are here. You think, by the way, it took us 3 chances to get here. You think RuPaul will come on the first try? Are you kidding me? You wait 6 to 8 years like an oriental rug for that to show up.
Hello, Mama. I need a gun. I need a gun. I want to get a gun. I want to get a big, ooh. I want to get one of the, I'm going to have 3 guns. Well, I just got married. Thank you so much for congratulating me. It's still being sized, so it's not on the other hand. Plus, he's from France, so it's a little bit different.
Right.
But I'm going to get I'm gonna get one of those like holster garter guns, like the little teeny weenies. But that also is like the bottom will open up and has breath mints in it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna get one, like from the James Bond movies where like it comes out of your bra.
Sure.
So like you can, and then I'm just gonna get a big old bazooka. Like,
do you think that Austin Powers is a James Bond movie? It kind of is. It's the gay James Bond movie.
I suppose you're right. Wait, it's not? Oh. Wait.
Exactly.
Octopussy. Octopussy.
No, that is James Bond.
I know. That's weirder than...
But does that mean you have 8 pussies or your pussy has tentacles?
These are the questions that I hope are answered in the House of Hidden Meanings audiobook.
Chapter 1, Octopussy.
Was that film, was that the sort of the announcement of the Octomom? Was that like a harbinger of things to come? Like, what does, I know we have Google, but I still love to wonder and then not know. Like, Octopussy. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Maybe there's 8 of them, or maybe an octopus, I don't know. Don't octopuses have beaks? Does your pussy have a beak?
Mama, this pussy is fully beaked.
Fully beaked.
Fully beaked.
Fully beaked tonight,
bonk,
honey.
Bonk, bonk. Beak it up.
You know, can we be vulnerable and talk about the rich flight experience that we had?
Yeah, I don't know if that's vulnerable, but yes, absolutely we can.
Well, when you talk about, I feel like when we talk about a rich thing happening, I know that some of you had a tendency to disconnect, but I just want you to know that I think that this is as crazy as you fucking will.
Yes.
We got this thing where they pick you up at your house and take you to a secret lounge at the airport that's not the airport, and then at the last second, they take you through a private TSA and drive you to the side of the plane.
Yeah. But,
and then you climb in.
But there's a detail that she's leaving out, which I find particularly pertinent to the interest of our audience. Well, you did not experience this, but when they picked me up, I was nude, and that driver picked me up like a 6-pack. He had 3, and he
more fingers, the octopussy, 2 hands.
Like a claw machine, those claw machines? Like
right.
He picked me up and he flung me like at least 35 feet into that limousine, which thank God the top was open because I just slid right through.
Right.
And of course, there was a red dress, just like Pretty Woman, waiting for me, and I put it on, and we had a whole thing. We fucked for like 13 hours before we got to the airport.
I love that.
Yeah, for just, it was like $10,000 extra is the deal.
I don't want to say where we're staying, but I heard that our hotel has a fancy staircase.
Mama.
Do you guys know about that?
Mama. If
the staircase from your favorite Civil War film?
Yes. Let's just say I will be tumbling down that staircase this evening in my finest come hither Confederate gown.
Try and take them.
They're like, yeah, you're fine. Ugh.
Yeah. That's when I whip out my 13.5-inch dick, I go, try and take it.
They're like, we're fine, we're good, no thank you.
Why is my southern accent, you know what it is? It's 1,000-pound sisters. Try being my size, Amy, you don't know. Love those bitches.
I lost 300 pounds. Wait, but ma'am, you gained 300 pounds. I was like, no, I lost it. That is so wild to me. 1,000-pound sisters.
Well, they're not each 1,000. They're like 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
And together, they're more powerful.
Well, like the octopussy. That's like 8 pussies that all add up to one big chunk.
A big, powerful pussy.
Huge, powerful pussy. You know what? It occurred to me earlier. What if that Cardi B song was like, my pussy tight like the nun? You know, like the nun from the Conjuring universe? Because that woman's pussy is probably pretty tight.
Because she mostly does anal. That nun shows up and you think she's about to kill you, and then she licks her 2 gray fingers and starts finger banging her. And she's one of those people who says, I know my body, and so she pulls out her fingers and it's just fucking turds. I love those faggots. I know my body. Really, Pudding Cup? Really?
You don't know shit. Well, you do know shit.
You don't know, Amy. You don't know. I'm sorry.
What? No. Don't apologize. Don't you dare apologize. You are continuing a line of inquiry that is so important and near and dear to my heart, which is we need to really drastically pivot from violence to sex, and we need to do it. We need to start in the horror arena.
And it starts with the home.
It starts at home.
It starts at home.
It all starts at home. Long bundled tracks, Irish wishes, everything like that starts at home. And it really need to pivot. We need to, all this gratuitous violence needs to just, it needs to transition very gracefully and seamlessly into gratuitous, sexual, explicit content. And not behind a paywall. No. Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on how you define violence, because I don't know, a World War Z or like an end of the world movie, we're talking millions of deaths. But Scream 1, I looked it up today, 8 deaths.
Yes,
that's it.
But
8. I think that's reasonable.
Yes, but so here's the French kind of they're right at the crossroads, okay? The French people are at the crossroads because I watched, years and years ago, I watched a movie that starts with an old rusty pickup truck in some field, and there's a guy in there doing something, you think he's like whacking it, because it's kind of like, the shot is set up in just such a way. And then you come to find out that maybe 10, 15 seconds, he's not just whacking it, he's actually fucking a severed head.
Sure.
Because when he's done, just pops it right out the window.
Right.
And
well,
that's...
I kind of get it. Have you ever tried to clean a fleshlight?
Oh yeah.
It is like yoga.
It's
I mean, you
so
stretch it
weird.
over your head. You're like,
It's so weird. It is so weird.
I pick up one end of the pocket pussy and I blow like a trumpet and the jizz just shoots.
I do, unfortunately.
Try being my size, Amy. Is this what you guys waited months for? Months.
Mary,
months.
If
we would have canceled tonight, we could have never shown our face
Mama,
in the great state of Richmond ever again.
No, it'd have to be, Where in the world is Carmen Trandiego? That's what we'd have to do. We'd have to take our AR-15s and we'd have to book it to Buenos Aires or some shit. But wait. I almost answered the door for a package whilst having I suppose you would call it a fleshlight.
Okay.
But it's not like, it's one of those sleeves.
Sure.
Just like a clear silicone sleeve that you kind of like put on your penis. And
it's not flesh colored?
No, it's just clear.
Yeah.
It's totally clear. And I was in the bathroom just, thinking about stuff and I had it on and then there was like ding dong and I thought, okay. And so I just put it in, I had my little panties on, of course.
Right.
And so I stuffed it in there and then I went to the door and I looked down and it was just a little too prominent.
A little too rich.
Yeah.
A little too sweet. Yeah.
And because I am obsessed with it.
Well, are you a tuck down person or are you under the waistband person?
Oh no,
Ladies, you take your clit and you pull it. Or you stretch it around and tie your hair up with it,
No, it was through the hole.
Right.
Through the hole.
Oh.
Yeah, I've cut holes in all of my underpants so it could just come right through.
Yeah. I don't know why sex toys are flesh colored in general. I watch a lot of solo porn, victimless crime.
Victimless crime. Yeah.
And there's what I would say too much. I can't believe we haven't talked about this. I think there's too much. When you used to have Jennifer with a G, and it's a full-size torso, I get it. It's a little bone collector.
Excuse your mouth.
But I get it.
She has no bones. She's very soft and fleshy.
She has no arms or legs. She has no agency.
Victimless crime.
But she also has no mouth. Let her speak. Let women speak.
Okay. Fair enough. Silencing women.
Exactly. But there's too many of this. It looks like a dick toy, but it's like 1/16 of a human. It's like a little butt, the size of like a loaf of bread.
Oh.
That's like some fucking leprechaun, Lilliputian fucking...
Irish
Do you know what I'm
wish.
talking about?
That's
what is
Irish
that about?
Wish.
Are you a representative of the community?
No.
I think somebody has answers in the front row.
That's the Irish wish. What? Oh, shit. Oh, wow. She's getting the extender out.
This is my boom mic. You guys, this is how I get in touch with the people. Why does it feel like take me down to the paradise? Okay, why do you think the people are fucking the tiny booties?
This pussy tight like the nun.
They're just a perfect size.
Oh. They're the perfect size? That woman would be 12 inches tall.
Irish wish.
I'm not even into guys under 5'6". So like if the booty is like this big, I'm like, so are we
Irish wish.
Is Avatar? It would be like if what's her name? She's an Avatar.
Sigourney Weaver.
It'd be like if Sigourney Weaver in her Avatar body fucked a person.
I don't see the problem with
death.
Oh, right.
That big blue cock. Because you know she's got a cock.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Zocdoc. Oh my God, I could not be the more perfect person to talk to you about this for a number of reasons. I have found sometimes when you're the patient, you feel like you're the wrong patient. But in reality, it means you just haven't matched yourself with the right doctor. I've had doctors who aren't educated in like gay stuff and like the clueless look on their face. Sometimes you're like, okay, I need to get out of here. Or let's say you have somebody where you're looking for a really holistic approach and like you want to use food as medicine and that doctor's maybe not that approach. I mean, there's a million ways you and a doctor could be incompatible. Instead of putting yourself through that process, check out Zocdoc, baby. Treat yourself. I mean, the access to the right healthcare provider shouldn't feel like a treat. It should be like something we all do, but it really is the ultimate little 10-minute foot massage to yourself when looking to get a little bit of help with your health. What I love about it is it's a free app. Zocdoc is free, and you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors for you, and you can instantly book them online. I don't want to be a baby, but if I can't book with my doctor on an app or online, it's a no-go for me. That process is so important to me, being able to like schedule my health without even jump on the phone or something or send an email is life-changing. Like I love my dentist, but I can't book appointments online. And compared to my doctor where I can, I'm like, that is so much better for me. I also love it because all the doctors have verified reviews from real patients. So sometimes it takes a patient telling you their experience with a doctor to make you feel really confident. It's already hard enough to talk to doctors, but if you can just start on the right foot by having a similar style or a doctor who has your approach you'd like, it makes such a difference. And the typical wait time is only 72 hours with Zocdoc, like anywhere between 24 and 72. Even same-day appointments are possible. Like the idea of being sick and waiting like 2 weeks to see somebody, like, no, we're not doing that. Go to Zocdoc.com/bald and download the Zocdoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. You don't even need a discount code because it's free. Zocdoc.com/bald. Zocdoc, ZocDoc.com/bald. Today's episode of The Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Green Chef. You guys, Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating cleanly, delivering pre-portioned and prepped quality whole foods with limited processed ingredients. I love Green Chef. I have to tell you guys. At first, I loved Green Chef because it was delicious. At first, I loved it because it was affordable. At first, I loved it because it started to introduce me to new foods. Now I love it because my foundation of being a pretty good cook now is from years of Green Chef. I mean, doing Green Chef, making these 30-minute recipes from very beautiful, clean, or like certified organic ingredients has made me just confident in the kitchen. Nourish your body with chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes packed with clean ingredients. What I love about it is the kitchen, the dinners. I mean, I spend 30 minutes max in the kitchen, and a lot of the lunches are 10. I mean, to be honest, even the 30-minute meals, I'm usually out of there and eating in 25. And everything you need to make food is delivered, and it's super convenient and wholesome. I mean, it's pre-measured ingredients. Sometimes it's even pre-chopped. Custom sauces pre-made in-house. And what I love about it too is the ingredient cards that they come with. I have all of mine saved up over the years. So if there's anything I ever want to make again, I can actually just take that recipe card grocery shopping and make the same exact meal. The mole roasted carrots I've made 3 times. The broccoli cheddar soup I've made twice. Some of it is just worth doing again. I also love that there's a lot of different options. Like there's plant-based, keto, Mediterranean, calorie smart. I mean, gluten-free, you guys. I'm newly gluten-free and dairy-free. And my brain's not even big enough to go to the grocery store and figure out what that means. So I can't tell you how easy it is to just be able to have Green Chef show me inspired eating options that go along with my dietary restrictions. April is Earth Month, and sustainability is the core to the Green Chef brand. Green Chef offsets 100% of delivery emissions and 100% of plastic in each box. Go to greenchef.com/bald50 and use the code BALD50 to get 50% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. That's greenchef.com/bald50 and use the code BALD50 to get 50% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
You know, isn't it wild? Isn't it wild? Isn't it crazy? Like,
Girl,
it's just, we're so gay in these chairs.
we're so...
James-
it's giving Wendy. We're very Wendy.
Yeah, it's apparently. Oh,
Clap if you think she should suffer. Did you guys watch the Wendy documentary?
they should have a Wendy 1,000-pound sister crossover.
The 1,000-pound Wendy. The 1,000-pound Wendy sister.
And then the trilogy, because we have to do once we establish the world, we have to really bank on it.
Right.
Be Wendy plus the 1,000-pound sisters versus Octopussy.
Versus the world, like Drag Race.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. So wait, can you please answer me something? I know we're both a distinguished alumni of that television program. However, I have a hard time understanding what is this World War motif.
I don't know. I don't know.
Also, Canada
versus the world.
So let me tell you something about Canada. Nobody's perfect on this earth, but Canada. They don't have a lot of beef, in terms of worldly stuff.
No.
Why is Canada versus why Canada? Why
versus the world?
What did
Canada's
Canada do?
They're gonna grab Celine. They're gonna grab Avril and some poutine and just go, "We are coming for you," whatever,
They're gonna get right in your face, ask you for a cigarette in a weird French accent, and that's about it. It's so strange.
Well, but nobody's more ruthless than the fucking Canadian immigration. Have you guys ever tried to go to Canada? They have all 6 fingers up your pussy at immigration.
It's like the thing this morning, they pick you up like a 6-pack, they throw you in the interrogation tank.
They're doing a fucking family tree lineage.
They are.
They got the Hollywood medium.
Yep.
They're doing such a deep, what did you call it, a Scotty?
An Irish
background
wish?
check?
A Corey.
A Corey,
Yeah.
sorry.
A Scotty.
I don't know.
You gotta pass a Scotty.
Yeah, you gotta pass a Scotty. They're doing a pee test, they're doing a stool sample, and you're like, I'm here for one night to lip sync at a gay bar.
Yeah.
What could happen?
Oh my God. I love, because I still don't, whenever any customs guy, or, customs person, asks me what I do for a living, it is always still, after all these years, a little touch and go about, what exactly, well, it's I want to have fun with it, but I'm also tired, and then I just don't want to get in trouble, but I also I don't want to lie, but I also want to tell the truth, so I just,
Honey, I've worked with you 8 years, and I'm not sure what you're doing. So,
I feel like the next time...
He's like, what do you do in the country? And you go, well, I do a lot of things. It's kind of a mixed media artist, a little bit of an experimental, sort of a disruptor, really.
It's like, what is your name? What do you want it to be?
What's your name? Candy.
Yes. Oh, Taffy.
Taffy. You guys, not if... Can I just say...
Not if.
I want to say this off mic because I want you to feel it. When I get my pussy, the way you will all see it, the way I will Miley Cypress, Wrecking Ball, swing.
Cypress.
Oh yes.
Cypress Hill.
Miss Cypress.
I forgot that she come from Cypress Hill.
With the most fucking dilated, sopping, lubricated. I'll take this whole theater in with you in it.
Mama.
It will be the thing to end worlds. Realities collapsing into one another.
Canada versus the Octopussy. Canada. Also, you're gonna have clear hot shorts on going through immigration. Clear plastic hot shorts on going through immigration. Like, ma'am, what do you do for a living? And you're just gonna get one good look at that smoking hot pussy and all that condensation developing south. Have you ever heard the word south mouth? The term.
Richmond is the South Mouth, honey. Y'all like sucking dick out there? Yeah. How many of you eat pussy? And how many of you will just do whatever? You're happy to be involved.
Yeah.
Keep an open mind.
You're eating tonight.
I was reading an article in Men's Health magazine about getting older.
Okay.
Just today on the airplane. And they said that you can't measure older people's, well, they were talking about certain presidential candidates and debates whether or not they're too old to run a country.
Yeah. Well, one clear sign is the cold gray skin, but that's, go.
Right. They were saying that old people, like, you should measure their mental acuity by how open-minded they are to new ideas, rather than, like, how quickly they can, like, I don't know, solve a fucking puzzle.
Right.
Because they say old people, when their brains stop taking in new information, solving puzzles, learning new things, that's when they start to get old. I also learned that your brain after 30 shrinks by 3% every year, and then once you get past 70, it switches to 5%.
Whoa.
And they also said that, I hate to tell you, they also said that alcohol is a neurotoxin that shrinks the brain faster. So some of you drinkers have little walnuts in there now.
Yeah, but if you own a gun, it's fine.
Well, you can't even blow your own brains out. You could miss.
Oh, that's your.
Dagnammit.
That's, you know what? That is a really good point that you bring up. Growing old it's not for the faint of heart. And to your point, I have, you know how you baby-proof a house, right? I do the opposite. I prevent a house. So I have a lot of mismatched furniture that is on wheels.
Right.
And then I grease all the surfaces, so things slide around all the time, and I constantly have to be quite literally and figuratively on my toes.
Right.
And kind of ready for anything. And getting up from the bed to go to the bathroom of the night it's Canada versus the world. You never know what you're gonna get. So keeps me young and spry, and my ability to learn new things is great.
You really...
This is a very poignant discussion we're having about getting older.
I will say, you do like to explore levels in your home.
I do.
I've been there a few times where you've been on the counter.
Oh, absolutely. Well, how
I
am
walk
gonna,
in and you're on the counter.
Mama, I'm surveying. What do you think the mama bird does in the nest?
But she's not sitting on the counter. She's like standing on the counter.
No, I'm squatting. We don't squat enough in the West. We don't. We really don't.
We don't.
No, we really don't. No, I'm serious. I mean,
we have an old, when we were on Trixie and Katya Live, did anybody see that tour? There was this woman who did hospitality for us, Lindsay, and she's like super yogi, super breathy, woo-woo, woo-woo to the millionth, right? Like
mother, yeah.
crystal jade egg up the pussy, all of it, right? And she will text me sometimes, take a moment to breathe.
Love it.
And depending on the day, even though I love her, depending on the day, I'll be like, breathe for what? If she gets me in the wrong mood, I'm like, breathe for what, bitch? And now I text her, have you held your breath yet, bitch? But she's right, stretching every day and breathing.
Mama, I'll never forget. Where were you on the night that someone told you we don't squat enough in the West? I'll never forget my time. This is it for them.
Yeah.
And because think about it. Pardon the vulgarity. See, now this is part of the problem, is that we have policed our genitals to the point that we don't allow ourselves.
You don't have to film pervert. God, what, are you gonna jerk it to this later? Christ.
I'm just gonna like tastefully conceal my genitals.
What would you guys do?
So,
what would you do? What would you do if a big fucking log hit the ground right now? Would you think it was my cock?
What would you do if a claw came up from under this rug, grabbed me by the pussy, and sucked me back down to hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
But see, the low center of gravity, we've got some mobility in the hip joints. We're really perched to go back, to go forward, to go side to side.
Definitely.
This is really where it all happens.
It's where you connect.
Yeah.
It's where you connect. Oh, yeah. Mindfulness. Mindfulness.
Yes. It's like when they say
totally.
Yes, it's like that.
Wait a minute. Did you see this clip on Drag Race of this person, Q, who's coming out about their HIV status on camera, which takes a lot of bravery, right? Of course, because there's too much stigma around such a completely normal thing.
Sorry.
And she's like, yeah, my status, and it's a really long monologue, and Plan goes like, yeah, girl, spill tea.
Love. Spill the T cells.
It's really fierce.
Well, you know what? It is so, and we were talking about this before, we're going to talk about it again, but it is so wild how that particular portion of that show it's so funny.
It's The Young and the Restless.
The Young and the Restless. It's just like, young boy applies makeup to face, and then from the shadows, a sniper gun comes out. It's like, hey, go talk to that one about the time she was assaulted. Or it's just something so serious, so crazy. It's so wild.
It's crazy. And you do want to be vulnerable, but there's certain things I don't want to talk about on camera.
Sure.
So I should have just picked I should have, you guys know I love Scream. I should have just been like, yeah, turns out my boyfriend and his friend loved horror movies a little too much, and they killed all of my friends.
Yeah.
And then you'll never guess, I went to college, and he killed all my friends again. Yeah. And then the third time it happened, it was my brother.
Yeah. It's like,
and let the music play.
Will you help me buckle my shoe? It's like, Trixie, go ask Katya what her sign is, and be like, well, I'm the Zodiac killer, actually. It's like, I wish, if I knew then what I know now, I just would have made it all up.
Girl.
I would have made it all up.
How'd you sleep last night? Well, this guy in an old hat and a striped sweater kept visiting me in my dreams, trying to kill me.
It's like, Katya, hurry up with your makeup. I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can. I was just busy up all night fucking a decapitated head out of a...
Whose head?
Well, okay, so this is really interesting.
This is actually a good ethical question. You have to fuck a head.
Yeah. Whose head is it anyway? Yeah.
And it's tough because it's like, on one hand, if it's someone you hate, you're like, yeah, fuck them. On the other hand, if it's someone you always wanted to fuck, at least you get,
Yeah. Edith Head. The old no. Thank you for the one person who knows about old movies.
Thank you. Edith Head.
This is a spoiler. I'm going to spoil the fucked decapitated head.
Right.
It turns out, apparently, very well. Apparently. Yeah. It was a ruse. The good old switcheroo. Have they done a switcheroosicle yet?
I would love that.
I would like that too, where they don't actually have to sing. Hello. But the head. So it turns out that the main character, who was she was getting attacked by she was her. She was the attacker. The victim was the perp.
I think the killer is here tonight.
Yes. What would you do if a decapitated head they should chucked the fucked head right at my face?
Love. Throw it over here. Although, we learned from Kathy Griffin, don't fuck with decapitated heads. Don't fuck with decapitated heads.
Yeah, if you happen to find yourself fucking a head, just toss it out the window and move on.
Don't do it, Jackie.
Move on.
Hi, it's me, a little girl. What small steps do you take throughout your routine to be a little better than yesterday? Spring is in full bloom. I know about spring because I'm in school, because I'm a little girl. Are your finances blooming too? With the Chime Secured Credit Builder Visa credit card, it's easy to start building credit with everyday purchases and regular on-time payments with no annual fees or interest. And I can't afford any fees or interest because I'm just a little girl. And if your credit score grows, so could your opportunities for lower rates on loans, like for a car or home. I wish everything was lower, like the countertops, because I'm so short, because I'm a little girl. Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card has no annual fees, interest, or credit check to apply. Use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted. Build credit using your own money. It makes me feel like a big girl. Get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. With a qualifying direct deposit, you can get access to your money sooner. I like getting my money sooner because my mom, when she takes me to a Toys R Us, I like to spend some of my own money because I'm a little girl. Use Chime to pay anyone, Chime members or not, and cash out your money fee-free. With Chime Secure Credit Card, you can start improving your credit scores right away. Get started today at chime.com/bald. That's chime.com/bald. Chime feels like progress. Tee-hee.
The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and OTC advance fees may apply. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
Wait, I feel so foolish. I forgot to mention how absolutely ravishing you look this evening, young man.
You guys, you look gorgeous as well.
Oh, stop it.
I'll say, my flight landed at 5:45. I didn't start makeup till 6:40.
Yeah. I've been here for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been here for 3 weeks. I had to start, girl, it takes a lot of gumption, a lot of elbow grease, and a lot of can-do spirit to get this whole thing.
Oh, yes. Do you know we had Dula Peep on the YouTube channel today?
I sure do. Albania.
If you guys could understand the absolute, like, I, Tanya, in the mirror, straight to camera, I was like, don't call her Dula Peep.
Oh my God. What the fuck is her actual name?
I've called her Dula Peep for so long. Her name is such a fragmented, shattered piece of my memory.
You know, and I refuse, for some reason, maybe old brain, I think of her as two people. Like, I can't get in my head, because of duo,
right.
I think of it's a two lips.
Dula McPeep.
Dula, yeah, and then I think, oh, maybe it's like Little Bo Peep as a doula. You know, Dula Peep. Like, what if Little Bo Peep was helping fairy souls into and out of this world, like via natural childbirth at home?
Right.
You know, a doula?
Oh, a doula.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we used to tell Kelly Mantle she was our death doula.
Death doula, yeah. Very real thing, by the way.
She'd be like, I love performing with you guys. We're like, you're not here to perform with us. You're here to help us into the next stage of our life.
You're here for the graceful transition into the afterlife, Mary. So how many souls did she ferry into the beyond?
Kelly?
No, doula.
Oh, doula?
Doula, yeah.
She was good. You know, I did try to spar with her a little bit, and she had a long press day, so she did have fun with me, but I was like...
She's a very big star.
You're Albanian. How is Albany? She, you know, she was just like, it's not fucking funny. And I was like, you're right. I mean, she's right. It's not funny. I mean, maybe I just wasn't funny.
Yeah, but there's a yes and there's a no but. You know, you just got to say yes to life.
Well, I know a lot of people who find her so beautiful. Of course, we all do.
Yes,
but in person,
of course we all do.
In person,
yeah.
My God.
Ugly, bag of nickels. Oh no.
In person, I was like, oh my God, the face,
Dog.
the eyes, the everything.
Oh, good.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait, is it good or bad?
I haven't gotten there yet. In person. Now I feel like on Drag Race when the judge is like, when you came out, at first I was like, this is going to be so good. In that whole 30 seconds, your tampon flies up and out of you. Like, you're like...
Yeah, the doula appears, reappears. Yeah, it's oh yeah.
And you know who's the master of that shit? Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle is the master.
Yes.
On Queen of the Universe, even I would be like...
The queen of unpredictability.
Yeah, she'd be like, it was so bad that it was good. And that was bad.
Yeah,
like,
and... Also, I don't know if it's wrong to say it's spoiling the magic of television, but sometimes they give two opinions.
Oh my goodness.
Let's say opinion A and opinion B. Just in case. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Just in case.
Just in case. So it's like, you come out there, you're like, you were amazing. And then a pause, something in the ear. You were awful. It was like, I mean, sometimes it can be as dramatic as, you know, you absolutely took my breath away. I am gobsmacked by your beauty, your talent, your effervescent aura. It was just, oh, I love you. And then, you look and smell like my cat's ass. It is wild.
Damn.
It's so, and you don't, I mean, really talk about, oof. I gotta chill, mama.
Yeah.
I gotta chill.
It's tough, man. What kind of judge would you be? Would you be friendly or would you be like the hostile one?
I would be the antagonist. So I would be the you have what do you call it, devil's advocate. So whatever the judge, whatever like the overarching statement or the consensus of the judging panel would be, I would go wildly against it.
Sure.
So if someone was like,
You advocate for the devil.
thank you, yes, and I would be like, so say the most beautiful thing just to ever grace the runway came down, I'd be like, I'm gonna be constructive here. You should kill yourself.
Right. Have you guys ever seen that amazing clip of Rue where she's like, that's crazy. What did she say?
She's like,
oh, that's stupid. You should kill yourself. Unalive.
Oh no.
Unalive yourself.
Mama, unalive is a euphemism that we can throw in that bin with the decapitated fucked head.
Unalived. We gather here on this day to say goodbye to our mother who unalived.
Yes.
Like, I don't...
You need a doula for that. You need a doula for that one. Unalived.
A Miss Dula.
Miss Dula.
I am so happy I didn't call her Dula Peep. It was so close.
Congratulations.
I kept being like, so you, like I really kept being like, don't do. But I read on Wikipedia that she has embraced being called Dula Peep, because how could you not? If Wendy Williams called me Tracy Martell or something, I'd be like, that's it.
You go down to
That's
City
it.
Hall, you get it changed.
Yeah.
So what is her name, just out of curiosity?
Dua Lipa. It is a word, it means love.
Oh, it's not a stage name.
No, it's a real name.
Oh my God, I thought it was like Aaron Johnson or something. No.
Well, I love when drag queens' names are their... Kelly Mantle's name is Kelly Mantle.
How about Norel
She does not
Gardner?
even bother with the witness protection program.
Yeah.
She's like, this is me, bitch.
Anybody. Octopussy. She could be the Octomom. What about
Are drag names getting better or worse?
worse?
They are worse, right?
Worse. Well, I thought they peaked back in 2005. They peaked back in 2005. That's when I came across the wonderful sight and sounds of Miss Lisa Newcar.
Right.
Lisa Newcar. That's the best drag name ever.
Yeah, it's
Lisa Newcar.
Yeah.
Sounds like a person, is a perfect pun.
Right. From the
Would you like
legendary
to
house of
Lisa
Newcar.
Newcar, yeah. You know Bob Newcar, Lisa's father. What about Mike Hunt? You know,
Aren't you guys happy you waited for us to come?
I am.
Aren't you happy?
Let me tell y'all something right now. I am never gonna let this go. Mike Hunt. That is funny.
It's
That
classic.
is funny.
It's classic comedy.
And if you bring it into the television arena, like you imagine you have a headset on, you're like, does anybody have eyes on Mike Hunt? Okay, flying in Mike Hunt. That's great. I love it. I love it. Because there are many Michaels out there with the last name Hunt whose parents did not fully think it through. And you know what they have to do right now?
They got to pick a drag name.
They got to take
This
me
is
to the
my
airport.
son, Chandelier. You know, just pick a woman's name. It's something so fucking crazy happened. This weekend, my brother visited me and her brother visited her.
Oh my God.
Same time.
Same time.
Isn't that fun?
But the weirder thing is that we never saw them in the same room at
What
the
did you
same
guys do?
time. What did you guys do?
We vibed. He drank beer and I regaled him with stories. That's it.
Yeah, my brother is a very particular type of person. Let's just say that he's a person who does, meditation retreats to the tune of 90 silent days in a row. And then there's this. There's a lot of juxtaposition happening within the immediate family. Lot of juxtaposition. So what's the profile of your brother?
He wanted me to go with him to see this thing called Letterkenny.
Oh my God! No way! I have jerked off to that show.
But I think it's straight.
Oh, it certainly is.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a show or a movie?
I don't know.
well,
I wasn't involved.
Are there young boys playing sports?
I took him to Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
I thought, like, what's the crossroads between me being just, a cross-dresser and him being him? Dave & Buster's.
Well, you have Dave, and yeah, it is the perfect.
We found love in a hopeless place.
Yeah. That is the meeting point for a lot of doulas, actually. A lot of doulas, they wheel around.
When we rolled into the prize room and he goes, how many tickets do you have? I said, well, I come here a lot. He goes, how many tickets do you have? I said, 14,000. I don't like to throw my money around, but in the Dave & Buster's prize room, I got the fur, I got the full set.
Apple bottom jeans.
Zsa Zsa Gabor, yeah, completely. I'm slapping cops. Did you know Zsa Zsa Gabor slapped a cop? Did you know Zsa Zsa Gabor slapped a police officer?
I did not know that.
Zsa Zsa Gabor, I woke up the other day and David, gay as hell, is watching a documentary about Zsa Zsa Gabor slapping a police officer. I think that's whatever's beyond Bravo. That's the next version of gayest thing you can watch.
She also, rich, old socialite, she also released a workout tape. Do you know about Zsa Zsa Gabor's workout tape? It's simple, darling. And it's just her in like a leotard with like jewels and like many muscled, oiled men around her doing all the stuff. And she's like, yes, no, yes, no.
Well, she was an actress, and we've transitioned to real old gays now because David's got me watching old Hollywood films.
Oh, honey.
So now we're just 70.
70.
We're just 70.
Yeah.
We're just tiny wrinkled penises and just body smells.
You've got like
being look at that Ava Gardner, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that Sid Charisse. She sure can twirl with a hoofer, and you take another sip of your highball.
Girl, he showed me this movie though that ate. And it was called, oh my God, what was it called? Vertigo?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Never seen it? Oh, bitch. Vertigo was Miss Puss.
Is that Tippi Hedren? That's the Birds. Wait,
no, it was another woman. Kim.
Janet Leigh?
No.
Kim Novak. Kim Novak.
Yes, Kim Novak.
They don't make them like that
so
anymore.
Fucking good. And I won't ruin it for you, but there's death, and then there's a fake death, and then there's a hair color change. It was very...
And then there's a lot of...
It was very body heat. It was like almost an erotic thriller for that time, I guess.
That is let me tell you something about the erotic thriller.
Uh-huh.
Where is she?
She's got to come back.
We, again, like of course, Vertigo, what was that, not 50s? What's the year on that
I think
one?
it was 1820. I'm not really sure.
What was it? 1958.
Who's this
Great
little
year.
film nerd bitch?
Yeah.
Who knew? You better work, bitch. How did you know?
I mean, what? Oh,
She's like, easy. I've been on my phone the whole show. You guys are fucking boring.
That is so fierce. We got to get YouTube down here to film this shit.
That is so fucking fierce. Yeah. Love that.
Like,
the other day at a show.
But how did you know?
I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but the other day at a show, she's not dead. That girl.
Kim Novak?
This girl yelled something, and we like kind of responded to her, and she walked front and center, and I swear to God, she was about to crawl on the stage. I was like, no.
Yeah.
It's not when animals attack. No. We can't break the fourth wall here.
Yeah, if that wall gets broken, heads could come off, and they will get, you know what?
We can't do all that.
If I had to redo the bongos video, which thank God I don't, and I won't, but I would do bonk, 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 beat it up.
With the head?
Yeah. But it would be the nun's head. This pussy tight like the nun, okay? Listen, I need you to explain to me, what is the genesis of that particular tune? Because as lovely as Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are, that particular song I find mysterious in nature. Just it's its existence in general.
Uh-huh.
It is I feel like if there were a separate theme song for Canada versus the world, perhaps that would be it. What is that song? Why was it made? It's truly befuddling to me. Bonk, 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 bonk. And right at the beginning, this is fire.
The D is fire.
The D is fire. Now, maybe Gypsy Rose Lee should remake bongos.
What do you think about the Gypsy Rose Lee, Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Not Gypsy Rose Lee, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Who's Gypsy
Rose Lee? Is when is it my turn? But I get a drink for myself.
Oh yeah,
that's not that, not that.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about her The View press tour?
I think she's fabulous.
Live for it.
I think that she should go. I think that she should go all the way to the top of the reality TV mountain. I think she should do
Hollywood
1,000
Squares.
Sisters. Huh?
Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares, 1,000 Pound Sisters, remake of Vertigo, and then we'll cap her, and then she will be the final sort of like button on the transition from violence to sex in media, like overall. Because she killed her mom.
Can I tell you my problem with Vertigo was
Fear Heights?
No, the thing is, I get dizzy when I look down. Don't look down. He keeps walking upstairs and looking down.
But it was the 50s. It was a different time.
Well, they didn't have the internet.
Exactly.
All they could do was look around.
I mean, they could have asked her.
Yeah.
And then she could have Googled it.
well, then we're watching this film called Rear Window?
Rear Window.
Not Back Window.
Back
that sounds
Door.
like porn.
Back Door was a different movie.
Sorry, Back Door. Back Door Sluts 8.
Backdoor Divas.
By
Part
Alfred
3.
Hitchcock.
Yeah.
But the scope of the set takes place with this guy looking out a window, and it's a whole neighborhood in like New York or something.
Mm-hmm.
And now every film is just actors with ping pong balls on a green screen.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
And now every film is just people in green screen
actors-
suits with the ping pong balls in their face. They're not called ping pong balls, but you know what I mean? When you're like, hey, I'm backstage in a Marvel movie, and they just have like dots on their face and ping pong balls, and they're like, you know.
They have to give that shit a rest.
They gotta give it that.
The green suits with the wires, and they got the dots all over them.
Bring back the practical effects, honey, bitch.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Wouldn't you rather it look a little fake, but like be real?
Honey, absolutely. I mean, listen, the amount of times I cannot tell you that I have jerked it to Hercules from 1958, actually. From 1958, Reg Park. You better look him up. You better Google him right now, you. All practical effects, all exquisitely rendered, not a green screen in sight. They didn't even know about telephones back then. It was a whole different thing. This man appears. The musculature of this man, literally every pussy in that theater, the time it premiered, soaking wet.
Even the lesbians.
Oh,
wet.
Every pussy wet, dick hard.
Because the lesbians sometimes they'll latch onto a guy fiercer. The lesbians are like Timothée Chalamet is ours. I'm like that dude. They're like that soft woman. She's ours.
That little bird boy. That's mine. Oh, hey, that's mine.
You know we're obsessed with Timothée Chalamet. His name is Timothée Chalamet. It's Nell.
It's Nell.
It's fucking Nell, bitch. Timothée Chalamet. Love.
I mean, he definitely is. I mean, because he is ruling the box office right now, and he is poised and pumped and primed to star in a remake of Nell.
Yeah.
Nell 2, Out of the Woods.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe it's a musical take. It's like a kind of a musical crossover. Yeah, it's like Into the Woods, but then Out of the Woods. And then we have Nell. You know what I did with my brother? I watched Dune 2, you fucking bitch.
With your brother?
And when I say I watched Dune 2, I don't really mean I watched it. The level of goonery that I was like, I mean, y'all know about gooning, obviously, but I was like, I had to control my impulses because I wanted to just go, and rub the skin off with in the theater. I enjoyed that movie so much. No one was safe. No one was safe. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. This is a level of visual and auditory pleasure hitherto unexperienced by me. Those costumes, pussies wet. Every pussy was wet in that theater. Every pussy was soaking wet.
Girl, speaking of fucking costumes, the fucking marathon rode by my house yesterday, right by my house in LA, down the Hollywood Boulevard.
There's a marathon in LA?
Yes, I couldn't do it because of my injury, depressed, but I signed up and couldn't do it, so you better believe they deducted $400 from my account.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bonk, bonk,
Thank you for charity. You know.
Charity.
I just wanted my vest or whatever, right? And they're running, and because it's St. Patrick's Day, people there's waves of it, right? So the first wave was like the ultra athletes, right? And the people who win marathons look like they are on death's door.
Well, I love, those are my
veins,
bones sticking out.
Sun damage.
Yes.
Freckles the size of a fucking pepperoni, just dead.
Yes. Mel of Noma.
Yes.
Mel of Noma.
Girl.
Yeah. Pray to Saint Mel of Noma.
In Dr. Sleep, when they're cycling out and you can see the skull, like that's what these people look like, right? Yeah. And then the next wave is the normal people who maybe run it in like 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever. And then the next wave, let's say this wasn't exactly the elite athlete crowd, because it kind of goes in waves. And I'm watching, right? And I watch this guy. He's like 4'8", and he's running. He's like an older guy, and he just kind of stops and looks around. And I'm at the donut shop looking out the window.
Okay.
They didn't have gluten-free donuts, so I'm just taking in the air, right? I'm just breathing. Because I have to go no dairy, no gluten now, which means you just breathe. Photosynthesis and breathing. Seeds and Gatorade. Seeds and Gatorade, and you can sniff Celsius sometimes. That's it. Fucking horrible.
No gluten?
Mary.
Gluten?
No gluten, which is, I guess, bread. I don't know. So this guy walks over to the donut shop. He's in the race. He has one of those numbers on, and he goes up to the counter, and I just go, so did you quit? Like, I had to know. I go, did you just quit? And he goes, no, I just want to get a coffee. And I was like, okay.
Love that.
Okay. So then my friend buys the coffee for him, and then he gets a donut. And then I thought, how's he going to run in the race and drink his coffee? It's going to look like America runs on donut, like whatever. He goes and sits on the curb, and people are running by, and he's in his marathon outfit. He's just having a coffee and a donut. And I said, that is the fucking energy, bitch. Like, $400 or $500 to sign up for the race, to sit and just...
Love. Wait, so...
I was like, are you going to finish? He was like, we'll see. And I said, okay.
Oh, I love it.
You better work, bitch.
I love it. Or not.
Not.
Yeah, you better chill out. Can you cheat during the marathon?
Well, I mean, you could, like, I guess, get in a car and, like, but you cheat yourself.
Oh, you do, yeah.
And you don't want to cheat yourself.
Could you like,
the
ride
marathon,
a skateboard? No, it's a different thing.
Maybe. Well, the marathon started because people ran from, I think, Athens to Marathon. One guy ran from Athens to Marathon in one shot, and when he got there, he dropped dead and died.
Yeah.
And then other people started saying, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
I mean, I love that stuff because, in core memory, core memory, it's fat back television screen, 1990-something, and we're watching the footage. Oh, my God. The person who won the marathon has shit herself. There's shit everywhere.
Hard turds.
No. It's running down the legs, and but I'm obsessed with
because it gets churned.
Oh yes.
She becomes the NutriBullet. Like
Exactly.
she shreds the shit. She's a ninja. It's AG1 when it comes out, bitch. It's so.
I'm obsessed with those hurricane relief blankets that they have to give them, like the Mylar blankets, to give them like they are like it's Jack and Rose, like they've just been plucked from the thing, and they're like, here, survivor, please wear this thing.
Right.
What is that? Please explain to me. Where can I get one of those Mylar capes? Because I love that shit.
You should start just using it as a real blanket.
That's what I'm saying. I want to breathlessly like just barge into a Starbucks or like I spray my face with water, shit myself, of course, and then wrap the thing around me and be like, and I think as a marathon winner, they have to give you something, right?
Sometimes they win $10,000, $20,000, $50,000.
Right. So I'm gonna do that into like JCPenney, like just barrel through and be like, "Can I have my money?" And like, what are you talking about? I'd be like, "Oh, I just won the marathon." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, okay." And they open
they
the
just
cash
give you
register.
Kohl's cash or what?
Well, I mean, who do you get the money from?
You get a Starbucks card, I guess. But the people in costumes, it was St. Patrick's Day, so there's people running with fake beards on.
Oh my
people
God.
running in. There was a guy running in a green morph suit. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Whoa.
You can barely get us to sit in costumes on stage.
No. Did you see the...
No. You wish,
Wait,
right?
what's the
because
point?
I did see it because it was a green morph suit, except that was cut out, and it was swinging a big hateful club. A big hateful club.
There was some kind. I was. Oh my God! I was driving a car and it was horrible. And I pay attention. I pay attention when I drive. Thank you very much. And it's just so stressful. And there was a whole group. It was a very confusing moment because I thought it was Halloween for a minute. And it must have been some kind of I don't know, some kind of animation thing, anime convention. You know what I'm talking about? But all these adults dressed in these
cosplay people.
Yes, that.
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
So
the
weird,
cosplay
right?
people.
Yeah, so weird.
Oh, yes.
But
that's weird, but this is normal.
This is really normal. That was really fucking bizarre. But let me tell you, I think I've unlocked a new, what do you call it when something really turns you on? Yeah. I think it's a fetish.
Somebody screamed that right away.
Yeah.
She said, fetish!
Yeah.
Like she was waiting to say it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was gonna Google it, but that's fine. It's like, it was
F-E-T-I-S.
Yeah. What is it when old, weird, bald crossdresser likes a thing in a car? I'm sorry to say this. I became, it almost got to the point where I had to put the turn signal on, pull over, and then get a breath. Like
why?
Lindsay, because it was so hot to me.
Oh, it was? The costumes?
Yeah.
Really?
Adults. These were grown-ass people over 30. But it was like, I don't know, something about it. These cheap, like shitty Halloween costumes. And I'm talking shitty. Nothing good about, I mean, it was very like, what can we find at the local thing and put it together within
Mary,
15
it's always
seconds.
bad. It's always
I
bad.
love it.
The worse, the better.
shittier, the better. Yes, because they were like too small and they were stretched over their like muscular legs. And you better believe I saw the full contoured outline of many different bulging balls, dick, and testes.
Yeah.
Just like. One of them was like snaking down.
Well, the best is when it's like
wild.
an adult Pokemon gay who's
Yes.
like so ripped.
This
and
is
you're like,
exactly
you must
it.
have been the weirdest, gayest little kid because you're so nice now.
I know.
And you should be a cunt because you're so, you know what I mean?
God, it was a goon fest for the ages out there.
Well, people cosplay as us a lot. And when they cosplay as me, I'm like, okay, I get it. Cheap wig, Amazon boots,
Yeah.
easy, right?
Yeah.
When people are like, I cosplay as you, I'm like, so you put on your legit hooker outfit.
Yeah.
And your slutty wig and your black fishnets and you roll down to the convention center and just like stick your tongue out at people.
Or it's like I put on a dirty nightgown, no panties, put 14 cigarettes in my mouth, and then found a dead raccoon to fit on my. I was like, that's very flattering, thank you. Very flattering. It's like, yes, we all have different eras, but maybe.
It is always like, nobody's ever cosplaying as like the best I ever looked. They're cosplaying as like that one like side lit high contrast photo of you in the sunlight from DragCon 2012.
And it's always wet. It's
Wet,
always
wet,
wet. Actually, I was at a local coffee shop today, and one of the baristas said, actually, my friend and I dressed up as you guys, and the photo was quite flattering of you. I was shocked. The photo of me, like you just said, is that a Law and Order SVU victim with her legs spread, fishnets ripped, pussy jerked off by Lauren Boebert
branches in the hair.
Yeah.
You look like one of those bodies that like a jogger discovers at the top of a Law and Order SUV. Yeah.
Chalk
And then
outline.
those episodes, it's always like, I'm looking for Rhonda. Rhonda, you mean Starlight? It's always like, I'm looking for Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie, you mean Genesis?
Yeah.
Well, tell her she owes me $50.
Yes, she used to run with the wrong crowd. You know what I mean?
And then it's always like, I shouldn't even be telling you this, but she liked to be hit. It's a way that it gets really dark. Love.
Yeah, she was like, let's just say it was a no loads refused kind of night. Girl, what about no loads refused? Because I thought about it as we loaded up to the loading dock today, and I was like, loading dock. No loads refused.
But that's like really...
That's like your Kohl's cash opportunity. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
wait a minute.
This Thanksgiving season, Black Friday, is like, no loads refused?
Mary.
No loads refused? You know, this revelation, along that point, I could not believe it. It struck me like a bag. It was like just like Kim Novak in Vertigo or Rear Window, whatever. Condoms.
What do you mean condoms? Hey, condoms, what's up with that? Hey, this is Richmond.
This is Richmond.
Would you guys consider this the South?
Oh.
Kind of like this? You're like bisexual to the idea of North or South. You're like, you'll swing either way.
I think that gay is over. I do. I'm sorry.
It kind of is, though.
I say gay is tired, and it's not that straight is wired. It's not straight. It's just.
Are your nipples wired? I'm so sick of, are your nipples wired? Wired to what?
You need to know about this. I don't care if we've already talked about it. We're going to talk about it 400 more times.
We gotta fucking talk about it. The straight girls who came because you like us from YouTube, you're gonna fucking learn today, bitch.
Are your nipples wired?
Are your nipples wired? You know what it makes me think of? Like you remember, like for my science project, I'm gonna power an alarm clock from a potato.
Yes.
It makes me think of my nipples hooked up to like a Meyer lemon and a hamster wheel.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah, generating an old-timey rickety Charlie Chaplin kind of black and white electricity kind of a.
Yes. Or like a Wright brothers, like one of those bikes with one big wheel.
Yes.
And like tinfoil hooked up to both my nipples.
Yeah. Wired in like what?
Wired to what?
And it makes me. Well, I think of the gay men of a certain age, let's say over 50.
Sure.
Vacationing in Provincetown, Massachusetts, or Fire Island, New York, who are
or Puerto Vallarta.
Or Mykonos,
sure.
Greece, Lindsay Lohan's favorite haunt. And their nipples are like, how would you describe it? Like
fingerling grapes.
Yeah, or baby
teardrop
carrots.
grapes.
Baby carrots, large.
Baby carrots.
Those big bags of like organic baby carrots that you get, and they've just perched, peeked out. Or like you take a hot dog and cut it in half, and then just stick one. It's
fierce. If you hooked a nipple of like a Doberman up to a Dyson for 6.5 hours.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Yeah.
And you pull it off, and it's like, I know you like your nipples played with. I'm real happy for you. But at the end of the day, when you walked on the beach in that tank top, was it worth it, Mary?
Is it? Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. Is it worth it? I mean, it would pull
cherry tomatoes.
Mama, cherry tomatoes. Oscar Mayer wieners. I mean, they're so long. They're so confrontational. So confrontational.
They're assaulting.
They're assaulting. Thank you.
In that sense, I'm like the Gen Z no kink at Pride people.
Thank you. I become Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm like
yes.
no drag queens reading to children. yes.
Marjorie Taylor Greene and Boebert saying get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Yes. It's like we're not drag queens. They're not reading to children, and we're not doing wired nipples at Pride. Nope. I'm going to storm the Capitol, and I'm going to talk to Nancy Pelosi's big, huge, heavy, brown, tanned naturals. I can't get enough of that.
The best part is that the guys are like, are your nipples wired? And if you say no, now they're disappointed because they're obviously nipple people. So you're like, are you wired? No, my nipples are normal. They're like, okay. You know, it's like, you might as well mop up the blood and go home.
Seriously, it's very like, yeah. I told you about that thing, right? The absurd.
Oh, tell them.
Oh, hi.
Try to be on my side, Amy.
Well, there just what she's describing, imagine if this is going to be a little vulgar, but you're humping on somebody in their butt, right? But the person who is getting humped upon is the person who is humping is insisting that the humpee tweak their nipples, which, if you think about it, if you're doing doggy style...
How do you support yourself?
Mama,
are you holding on by the nipples?
Thank you. Also... how's the lubrication in the shoulder joint? How's the stretch? Are you doing fibromyalgia? Do you have chronic pain? Rheumatoid arthritis? Have you done yoga recently? Like how? Like
it's giving Cenobite.
Mama, it's giving
Hellraiser.
It's giving Hellraiser goes to yoga class. It's like Hellraiser goes to yoga class. You got to do the inverted prayer thing. You know, you're like
chaturanga.
It's not cute.
Mary.
Just get add a third person. Do you know what I mean?
Girl, pull a couple clothespins off the line.
Thank you, Dolores Claiborne.
Get a chip clip, honey.
Get a chip
clip.
Hello.
Get a chip clip. And then, I don't even know. I think these guys, what they want is the chip clip tied to a door handle like a tooth coming out. They want the slamming.
Yep. And then, of course, the penis ball and testes all roped up in
Yeah.
What about cock and ball torture?
Well, Richmond, the capital of cock and ball torture.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been turned away from you guys for so long. I'm so sorry. I'll face this way now. I'm sorry.
We'll do that was rude of me. Us.
That was rude of me.
Oh, but wait. You haven't mentioned anything about my long, shapely legs this evening.
Doesn't she look gorgeous this evening? You know, we're normally gone by now, but Richmond, we really duped you with our multiple. I think we should stay another 4 hours.
I think we should do. In fact, yes, we've taken the liberty of super gluing your chairs so you cannot leave. And you know what?
We're talking about these nipples. There are nipple faggots out there. You know that they're covering their nipples like, ha ha.
They're like, yeah, that's so gross. Ooh. What about you ever sucked on some titties?
Female titties?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
My mom, I was the only one bottle fed. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
And this happened.
She would pump and then bottle feed me. I'm like, okay, so it's really like that, ha. It's really like that, bitch.
You know that I cannot.
I know you need nutrients, but don't touch me.
Yeah, don't touch me,
mean?
you fucking piece of shit.
Right.
I cannot think of a wind chime and not think about breast pumps. I cannot. I think of a wind chime. If I see it or hear a wind chime, I immediately think of a breast pump. I think of breast milk being pumped because
a breast pump and dump.
No load refused.
No load refused.
Write that down, Google girl. Yeah.
They should put at Best Buy. They should put that on the washer and dryers. No load refused.
Thank
honey.
you. Yes, you're
I got one of those smart LG washer dryers. It's so horny.
How the hell is she? What does she know?
When the launch, what does she know?
What does she know?
It automatically dispenses detergent. Get into it. And get this. You're going to love this. When you put clothes in there, instead of saying what it is, it tumbles and the screen says, sensing load. Excuse me, I'm sensing my load. I'm just sensing the load.
It's the Long Island medium
it's
for load.
Very Teresa Caputo. I'm sensing a load. I'm sensing a load over here.
Someone in your family has wide nipples. Someone in your family has wide nipples.
Somebody have a grandfather who has wide nipples.
Yeah. Mama. I'm still, okay, breast pump, wind chime, Stephen Hawking on Sex Island. Those are three features of the human experience that are so unforgettably bizarre. Wind chime, breast pump, Stephen Hawking, Sex Island. I guess that's 4.
Yeah. Well, I think we should do...
I gotta say something. I just gotta say something. I got something to say.
Is it mean?
No, I'm just happy to be alive. It's great.
It's very, very Liza.
Yeah.
When Liza is like, how are you today, Liza? Happy to be alive.
Ann Miller. Yeah, absolutely.
We got some fucking Q&As here.
We do. Let's get into
By
it.
the way, we both have long nails and hand makeup on for you people.
Oh, yeah.
Look
Please look. Yes, I went to the trouble of doing the nails, but I didn't shave my knuckles. Girls, don't you hate that? Oh, wait.
Did you glue stick it down?
Yes, you have to. Yeah. Sensing hair, sensing a load.
Sensing a load. I'm really sensing a load.
Are you aware at all of the insane, burning, hot jealousy that I experience when I think of the Kardashians, not because of their success or their television show or anything like that, but when I think of the laser hair removal technology that they have used to, thank you. We've got Dr. Laser right here.
The wolf man back there is like...
Those whores are every follicle of unwanted hair on those whores' bodies is so erased, is so non-existent, that do you know that when I am in the shower squatting so luridly, so deeply to shave my
dry
asshole,
dick
and I'm like,
just the blood.
It's like that's the opening scene of Carrie. With the,
Oh, it's very, very Evil Dead. The shower just starts raining blood, and you have that dry fucking disposable razor.
Yeah, and it's, if 12 years old, if I had access to that kind of laser hair removal technology, none of you would be here. Because,
why?
You want to know why? Because we'd all be in a motel. And they'll all be giving me loads because I would be, my pussy would be so jerked off, but there would be a line around the block like fucking Six Flags. Yeah, but she's like, no.
That's my job. Thank you. By the way, because we had to reschedule, we wanted to plan something special, and I will be taking loads
Yeah.
after the show tonight.
No loads refused.
I will be sucking cock and taking loads.
Yeah.
And she will be eating pussies and licking on titties.
Yeah. And when a certain load amount is reached, I will blow some vape smoke on your baby. Yeah.
We will need some consent forms, so your families will have to be here.
Yes. Okay, first question. Have you seen Dune Part 2? I think we fucking know the answer to that.
We already
Yes,
know.
bitch. I will see it again.
This is from Sierra in Staunton, Virginia. Staunton? Stanton? Okay, fucking yell at me.
Staunton, Virginia.
Fucking yell at me. It's called Stanton. Okay. Where's the best place to do anal? I think it feels best in the butt.
Okay.
But where is it actually?
The circus.
You know what's funny? I used to be this person. Because I just felt like that's me, you know? But honestly, I've become this person.
Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
And sometimes I'm this person. Could you imagine like a backflip?
Sometimes you're pink. Na 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 na.
So what? Still about? Yes, 100%.
I'm like a. So that I can I know where I'm going, and I know, you know what I mean?
You know where I'm going? Yeah.
Would you do that?
Would I?
No, not you, but I mean, it's a lovely profile.
Yeah, he would.
And plus, if
Loves
you
it.
get tired, you can just do this, and they can go right through the arm.
Right. Into curl.
Think outside the box.
Safe sex.
Yeah.
With a condom.
Listen, with it. Thank you.
Condom in the elbow? Hell yeah.
Condom everywhere. It's like Naked Gun. When you put a full body condom on it, you just wriggle around.
Mary, what about this? What about this, bitch? You ever go to the fucking doctor and they go, do you use condoms for sex? Have you been having sex? And you go, oh, only oral. And they go, well, oral sex is sex.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, so if oral sex is sex, what kind of brutalism has been happening to my fucking pussy, bitch? Or the doctor has the nerve to tell you to suck dick with a condom on. I'm like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Go down to the 7-Eleven, get one of those hot pickles, don't unwrap it, and just fuck your mouth with it. I mean...
Well, I'm telling you, I mean, I as much as I am loath to give props to Jennifer Z, you know, Gen Z is not having sex apparently. But I think that we should wind it even further back through those Victorian viewfinders, you know, where they have the two...
like a peep show.
Yes, exactly. And nobody gets touched. One hand holds the thing, the other hand lightly rubs down there, no contact, no loads, no problem.
Well, that's how the straight guys are because only sleep with the straight guys because they wouldn't know who Trixie was and they're never going to find out.
Yeah.
And they would never tell anybody if they did find out because I'd have them killed.
Very discreet.
Yes,
very discreet.
Well, they're all discreet when I've disposed of the body. Right, no. But they would only want to do hand stuff because they're convinced even a peck on the cheek with a gay person is instant AIDS.
Yeah.
Instant AIDS. AIDS for that. They think instant AIDS because the only thing they know about gay people is AIDS.
AIDS
That's
and wired nipples. Wired. It's the slippery slope. It's the slippery slope from wired nipples to full-blown AIDS. Okay.
I put truck chains on my nipples and drive.
1,000-pound sisters are there. They've got each they're what?
We'll get out of here.
Okay,
I'm sorry we
God.
held you hostage like this. This is horrible.
Okay. Who do you hate the most from Drag Race season 16?
Love it. Is this a real question?
Yes.
Who do we hate
Jenny.
the most?
Thank you, Jenny.
RuPaul.
RuPaul.
Most.
No.
Hate the most.
Well, I recently is Plain Jane on season? Who? Yes. I thought that she stole a joke from me, but then I think I might have stole it from someone.
Yeah, when you did that joke, I didn't think it was the cutting edge of innovation. But that's okay.
Well, I guess we'll agree to disagree on that.
It's very I just flew into town and boy are my arms tired. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's okay.
Oh, that's right.
Also, we work in drag where we literally impersonate people for a living.
How
Who
dare
owns
you?
what? Who owns what?
Yeah,
You also wore a wig before her. What are we gonna do? Call the lawyers? I don't know. Who do we hate? I don't hate any of them, you guys. I mean, it's a good season, don't you think?
Style superstar Carson Kressley, go to hell.
Yeah. Well, what did somebody say to Ross Matthews? Lick my ass? Remember, somebody said Ross Matthews lick my ass, faggot, or something? I'll just say that. I'll say that.
Lick my ass, you faggot? Love.
Something like that.
Well, they're right. Gay people, tired.
They're right.
Big balls, yay or nay?
Do you think that Ross Matthews has wired nipples?
Listen, I know that Ross Matthews, the hilarious Ross Matthews, his nipples are so fucking wired.
So wired.
And style superstar Carson Kressley has 3 cock rings on under that fucking judging table, and you know they're vibrating, girl. They're vibrating cock rings, and they're all jamming into one another because they got 3 different speeds.
Michelle behind the judges booth, she's on a Sybian.
Yep.
It's hooked up to 12 car batteries.
Pfizer.
Yep. And wait, the question was?
Big balls.
Huge.
Yeah.
I don't want to be gross. Low hangers. I want them dragging 2 blocks behind.
I know. And it is a very special moment in one's life when one learns that you can shave those balls. You don't have to be delicate with the skin of the scrotum. You can literally just blindfold yourself, get a chainsaw, just go to town, and it's fine. It seems like, this is going to be a problem. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's like the skin of an elephant down there.
What's the worst that could happen? You nick the skin, the ball falls out. You pick it up off the carpet. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
What is your dream low-effort bullshit gig? This one. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? This one. Hello. Honestly, sometimes at Netflix, I'm like, how is this our job?
I know.
Because it's like, but easier.
They're like, you want to put on a wig and watch some TV?
Literally.
It's crazy. And then we'll feed you.
This weekend, my brother was like, what show do you do on Netflix? And I had to explain the show. And as I explained I like to watch to him, I was like...
You're like, wait, so I have...
you do what? I was like, well, we just like, we sit and we watch the shows and we talk about what we think about the shows. And then we go home.
and then
he's like, great, I'm a veteran and an attorney.
Yeah, my sister's like, I cut up the dead into chunks.
Right. God, I hate when you have to explain what drag is because it sounds bad.
Well, it's back to the immigration, it's like, well, what do I do?
For the right price, I'll do just about anything.
Yeah. Trixie, can you do...
Wait, what's your dream low-effort bullshit gig? Yours.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Are you joking? To be the person who lights the candles at the church. I want to get paid like $400,000 for it. And listen, I would take it very seriously. I know that some of those cathedrals have been laid waste to fire. I would take it very seriously. I would make sure no kids are getting fucked by them priests. Hello.
Well, I was gonna say, you're not going to get molested because you're like 35 years too late.
Yeah. These old bones, they're unfuckable, and I will...
Are we South enough to have religion trauma? You guys got religion trauma?
Girl, please.
Peace be with you. Atta girl.
How about this, mama? I had to send my friend and trusted confidant and a partner and assistant to the store to buy me what? I'll have you guess. Lubricant, because the Catholic Church chopped my little baby dick off.
We honestly could start I would literally do a podcast about circumcision with you. I would.
Thank you.
It's fuck. Genital mutilation. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Yes. The Octomom.
Honestly, we've been pitched a lot of gigs that get pitched to us as low-effort gigs, like write a book. And we walked down that alley twice and got robbed both times.
Yeah. Just take 50 loads in a laundromat in P-Town with wired nipples. It's fine.
Or do you remember when we did Substack?
No.
We did Substack. We had to write multiple articles a week.
No.
I swear to God, I felt like I was in Azkaban.
No, yeah, I'd rather...
I think it was on par
I'd rather be waterboarded with pig's blood.
It was so hard. As soon as my mind was like, I was Carrie Bradshaw, couldn't help but wonder. Truly, 2 days later, it would be like, you owe another article. I'm like, about what? About what?
Yeah.
The news, the weather,
At 3 a.m., I'd have a butter knife. It'd just be...
Girl. That scene in Carrie where she has the seam ripper and she's stabbing her leg and she goes, these are godless times. Yes, seriously.
That's me, Mary. That's me.
Oh, I can't take it.
I think there's one more.
This I love. Worst tour bus experience. Where do we begin? Can I say that last year when we were on tour, some fan just got on her bus, just walked on and was so confident that people walked to the back of the bus and no one said anything?
Well, they were confused because as they found us fucking at 3 No. Oh, what about when my fucking bus blew a tire at 6 a.m. on the highway in Miami, you bitch? Do you
Your Eileen Mornos ass out there on the fucking...
I was like... Blazing hot sun, 6:30 in the morning in Miami, freeway, cars racing back like at 80 miles an hour. We're just like, Mary, the fact that we're not dead, ooh, that's a miracle. Oh, it's a miracle.
That's so fierce.
It's so horrible.
Live.
Horrible.
Also, you're not supposed to poop on those tour buses. And when I was doing the group tours, inevitably some drunk cross-dresser would shit on the bus. We would all get in trouble.
That's right. There's a fierce, that is the policy.
We just have to send the turd away for like paternity testing so we can place blame. What pet peeve should become classified as a crime?
Well, circumcision. I think that's beyond pet peeve.
This standing at the front of the gate when it's not your boarding group at the airport. What are you doing?
Why don't they board, like, I know it's like, why don't they do it the opposite?
Oldest to young. Oh.
No, don't joke about that. Don't joke about that. I think that's fierce. Babies in the back. Oldies up front.
And I honestly feel like...
And I don't care if you're traveling with, you got a pair, boop.
I don't care. I don't care who your kid is. I don't care who your kid is. You get one kick on the back of my seat. You get one before you literally get fucking Reagan from The Exorcist. Me bald as hell, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking turn around, I'm that Chick-fil-A sauce girl, like, I'm not doing it.
Baby's eyes snatched out like
Snatched
Elle Driver. Tongue ripped out. Used as and then the baby is flung to the front
and then
of the plane.
served to first class
Thank
as a delicacy.
You. Yeah, crudité, yeah.
Trixie, how's your weed journey going? You guys, I quit weed several months ago. I'm so sorry. I know. They don't care.
Our apologies.
You guys are so afraid of getting arrested here. You're like, I've never done a weed.
No. Is it not legal here?
Is it legal here? It is. It's legal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is cocaine legal here yet? Just kidding.
And what about murder? Is murder fine?
Okay.
Jordan and Caitlin from Richmond need to know gay son or thought daughter. Whoa.
Oh, that's so easy.
We should say this. We should say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thought daughter. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Absolutely. Because listen, come on. Is it even a question? Look at the material.
Oh, if I had a daughter, first grade. Oh, is that a Bratz doll?
Yeah.
2 hair long extensions, titties pushed up.
Kicked out of preschool for bottom lashes on.
Girl, thongs.
Yeah, like, don't you desexualize my inappropriately sexualized
don't
young daughter.
sexualize my daughter. She gets to work. She gets to school on a pole, but still.
Listen. I need you all to Google, Sarah Google over there, you need to like spearhead this, our final thought for the evening, because you really need to come in hot here.
She needs to circle back and close the loop and follow up.
This is a matter of supreme administrative importance if you're not familiar with the Dance Moms clip of the Abby Lee Miller choreographed a dance piece for these children that was about abducted children, a true crime performance art dance piece that is so haunting. Where Have the Children Gone, I believe it's called. It is, the audio alone, it is so next level. That was the pinnacle of human civilization. And y'all need to go home, do this. She'll take care of it. She'll have a flyer on the way out. You need to do that. And you need to know what time it is, because it is wild, wild country. It's the old country buffet. It's no loads refused. It's like X-Men versus...
No loads for old men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mama, that's wired. That's wired.
That's wired.
Anyways.
You guys, this is a part of the show where we're going to stand up, we're going to walk to there.
Yes.
And you guys are going to clap.
Yes.
And you're going to clap until we are gone. Let me say that again.
Yes.
You're going to clap until we are gone.
Yes.
And
We're
then you may go home.
Yes. But before we do that, we would love to express our deepest and most sincere thanks for you joining us here. After canceling 500 times.
Yeah. I mean, last year we did 100 Trixie and Katya's, never missed one show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we canceled on you twice. That's fucked
It was
up.
it was Nancy Pelosi's Big Italian Naturals. You can blame it on it's just, come on. Okay, so here we go.
It's happening. Ready? We're gonna stand up. You guys are gonna clap. Okay.
Thank you.
And don't stop till we're gone.